Stephen Harvey's in the house. What's up, homie? I pray our show finds you doing well. We're en route to Silver Lake Castle. That's where we left off in the story. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming around so often, man. It's good to be surrounded by good, awesome human beings on a regular to semi-regular basis. How's everybody doing tonight? Y'all ready for some therapy? Let's go get it in. Hey man, can you give Henry a hello? Henry, my man, do you go by Henry? Do you go by Hank? What do you go by? I guess he would have said Hank if he went by Hank. So Henry, it's an honor to be sharing oxygen and nitrogen with you, my friend. And I'm certainly glad that we woke up today. It's still more nitrogen than oxygen. Otherwise, we'd all be dying. Little terrible nerd humor. Now I feel the... Hold on, this gold leader. Why do I not have my attacks up? Here we go. Showtime, hoes. Come get this loving that you need all today. Here we go. Showtime, hoes. Y'all ain't ready. Get up the rock! No! Get up the rock, you big dummy! Oh, sweet Jesus is the way. Run, ho. They coming. These hogs ain't playing, Jack. It ain't playtime here. These hoes playing for keeps. Scheisse. I thought for sure I can make that jump. The answer is no, you cannot, sir. Alright, divide and conquer. Roll out, roll out, roll out, son. Get around that rock. Get around that rock. Give you a little distance in between. Rock them. Rock them. All in there. Oh, 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 oh. Gotcha, bitch. You ain't ready. All that green turning you do. Oh, shit, I thought I shocked you. Thought I shook up the world, ho. Light him up. Whack. All in there. Where you needed at. Oh, you got something in your ass, don't you? Here we go. Blow. One more. What? Now we ready. Now, back to what I was talking about before I was so rudely interrupted by these boars. I don't know what I was talking about. I was talking to Henry. Henry, my man, good to see you. Steven says, thanks, bro. Hua back at you, my man. Always. I'll go ahead and let my team know I'm streaming, too. I don't think they think I'm streaming tonight. But in that assumption, they are gravely mistaken. Alright, let's get back to Silver Lake Castle. That's the path we were on when the boars tried to divert our attention. I'm flexing the perimeter here because I want to make sure I'm not missing any nooks and or crannies on the map. Ooh, easy, 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 easy. Missing for some reason. Gotcha. We smoking. Let's not waste our arrows, shall we? We got like 6 left. You over here shooting deer like an idiot. Oh, see? This is why you flex the perimeter. You can find nooks and crannies where nothing is hidden. Come on, man. This is... Who made this cave and didn't put nothing here? The Satan worshiper. Clearly. That's some shit Satan would pull. Like, I got you, bitch. Like, come on, man. Damn. Like, you thought the cave had goods in it. Let's see. Steven says, I'm about to get you a PS5 I'm loving it. It's amazing. I had an opportunity to get one today. I just did not want to stand in line for it. Because I went there yesterday to do some last minute Christmas shopping for the kids, because we were trying to decide on gifts. It was like, do we do it? So yesterday I just went and pulled the trigger, and that ended up working in my favor. I couldn't show it. After Christmas, I'll show on stream what I got, because I don't want my kid to see this and ruin his Christmas surprise. But the guy was like, hey, do you want a PS5? I was like, yeah, I do. I want to be able to play the Death Stranding Definitive Edition. He's like, hey, you can get one Thursday. Just come on up. We're getting a bunch of them. I was like, listen, man, can I reserve one now? Can I just give you the money right now and show up tomorrow and pick it up? He's like, nah. I was like, dude, I don't stand in line. That's some shit Chambers don't do. Like, I said, I would rather wait 7 years to get a PlayStation 5 than come up here tomorrow and stand in line with a bunch of people that didn't bathe. I'm good. He laughed. He was like, I said, I appreciate you letting me know, man, and looking out for your boy, but your boy is not about to be up here standing in line at 7 o'clock in the morning so I can be here when you open at 10 just to get a PlayStation. Kiss my ass. So yeah, I almost had a PlayStation. I considered getting a PlayStation today, and then backed out of it. I'm so good at this game, I don't even need to see who I'm fighting to kill, baby. Look at me killing. And while I'm talking smack, let me save the game before I get killed. But yeah, I am looking forward to playing the PlayStation 5 eventually. But I appreciate the sentiment too, man. What game are you playing that you're loving so much? What's on your current playlist, man? Dang, even lightning kills the deer? I didn't know you could do that. But you had to hit it with something heavier than that. Don't run, deer! Nestor Caceres says, man, I wish this game would come out for the Switch. Oh, that'd be cool. Get to play this on the Switch. Yeah, I'd enjoy that myself, man. Good call. Really good call. Is this the Valley of Talanir? What are we doing here? I saw you coming, ho. You ain't slick. Back off, because these cats can ball. These cats can ball. Rap music. All in your ass. MCing on your ass, ho. Oh, I slid the wrong way. Jesus, help me, Lord. Help me, Lord. I'm running. I'm running. I'm running to Jesus. We're running for the Lord. One down. greedy and still came out on top. What? Come get this loving that you need, ho. I got all the loving you need right here. I'm just gonna stand there and take this ass whooping. I give it to you. Oh, pussy. Make me waste my arrows on your ass. Oh, don't do that, you hooker bitch. Wasting chemicals. Let's see, Steven says Elden Ring and Horizon Forbidden Madden. When does Elden Ring come out? Is that April? March? When? And down. T.I.'s here. Tag says, oh, a game therapy while I kill it at work. Don't mind if I do. Good evening. Good evening, sir. Hey, I wanted to announce, too, the plan today, it's going to depend on how some things play out with the rest of my family, not the people I live with. But I am planning to do a later night Christmas stream. I don't know the time yet. It could be around the same time we do our typical streams, which has been somewhere between 9 and 10 p.m. I'm planning to do a Christmas stream if you guys want to come hang. You know, I'll do it late enough to where you've all had presents and children opening presents and dinner time. Like, it'll be after dinner, you know, and after, like, my family, we're going to be watching movies and stuff. So, sometime after that, I'm planning to do a Christmas stream, like an after party, if anybody wants to come hang. And I'm going to be doing a surprise game that I'm not going to announce. And it's a lot of fun. I almost played it tonight, but it's like, you know, save that one for Christmas. Then everybody will have something to look forward to come to the show. So, yes, Christmas show is on, sons. And if something changes, we'll let you know on Discord. Which, speaking of which, make sure that if you are 21 or over and you're down with this whole movement that we're on to help warrior-minded leaders across the world do cool stuff, come on down to our Discord server. Bottom left-hand corner of your screen right there, you'll see how to get there. It's the Bryant Chambers Movement over on Discord, on a Discord server near you. So funny to tell people to go to Discord when back in the day I used to run these exact platforms on actual websites and not apps that are just giving us free access to them so that they can collect data and sell it to Amazon. It was me selling the data to Amazon back in the day. Actually, no, Amazon wasn't buying data from the boy. I was selling nothing. Alright. Have we killed everybody yet? There's what I was looking for. The stuff. Typical Iowa says, my money is on 2 Worlds. It will not be 2 Worlds. That'll be for a much more special occasion than a random Christmas stream. The 2 World stream beginning will be announced. It'll be an event. Will Smith's going to come by. We're going to hang out. He's going to play with us. It's going to be great. The Rock is stopping by, along with Kevin Hart and Charlize Theron. She'll be there. Kim Kardashian, I think, was going to stop by to play 2 Worlds with us. Steven says, put a donate button, gosh darn it. Steven, I would love to do that. The problem that I think happens with that donate button, and this is something we need to talk about as a community, I'd love to have the donate button there, because when people give to something like this, it allows me to invest that money back into the production and make it better with people and resources to help. The challenge, I believe, and this may be my ignorance, I have to monetize these videos in order to do that. And my fear is that the minute I turn monetization on my videos, and I need to test this. I need to test it with an account that's not mine. My fear is the minute I do that on these streams, they're going to start running advertisements. And I've always wanted my show to be a place where people can come and never have to watch a damn ad. because I hate advertising, because most advertisers, I don't want to say most advertisers suck. Most advertisers are just responding to the shitty customers they're trying to sell to. And that's why their ads suck. But it's like, no. I've always wanted my people to come here and not have to fight with advertisements. So I'll look into, is there a way to monetize the video and still have it not show ads so that the donate button can be here? But I've always turned that off because I don't want people having to watch a commercial before they get to my overrated ass show. You know what I mean? So I'll work on it, man. First of all, thank you for even caring enough to say, hey, we want to give to this thing. You're an amazing human being, and I mean that. I will work on it, is the promise I make. I will look into it and work on it and see if there is a happy medium to get the donate button without having to make people watch ads. Nestor says, when will the Two Worlds stream occur? I don't know. I was really holding out hope, and now that hope is dead, that Microsoft were going to be decent enough people to make Two Worlds backwards compatible for all the new consoles. Out of all the effing games they made backwards compatible, they left Two Worlds out, and I think that's, I don't even know a word to call that. It's so egregious. So I'm gonna have to either play it on old hardware or play it on a PC, which playing it on PC is just a better experience for everybody involved. The Xbox 360 version of the game is very challenged, which I don't mind. It's still a fun game, and I'll deal with, the 8 frame rate, the frame rate of 8, but that may be hard for y'all to watch, so we'll see. The answer is I don't know yet, because it's dependent upon other things happening, and I kind of want to make it part of I want it to be part of a big thing, because it's, one of my favorite, if not my favorite game. Up there with Nier Automata and the Metroids and Metal Gears, original Metal Gear, not Solid, of the world. But I tell you what we can do, if I can't get a donate button on here, I could open the Patreon stuff back. I usually don't promote that. We have one, but I've only ever wanted people to give to that. Like if they're just super fired up about what we're doing here and they want to invest a piece of their hard-earned, love into what we're doing. It's like, it's there if you want to give, but you don't need to. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But we could go that route too, if you guys are really adamant about giving. We even talked about having a private game therapy show that's for like in-crowd people in our community only. And one of the ways we're thinking about doing it is having like a subscription for it. And then you make the subscription cheap enough to where it doesn't hurt anybody financially, but it's only for people that really, really want to be at the private hangout. Or we're also looking into other ways to make it private without having to have money involved, but we'll figure it out. Is this Sylvie again? Oh, Jilvie, excuse me.
I need help.
What is it?
Our guild's emblem was a golden arrowhead. I hid it in a cave before the battle.
And now?
The damned goblins have made themselves at home here, including the cave where I hid it. Can you retrieve it for me?
Of course.
I'll bring you the golden arrowhead. Just tell me how to find the goblin cave.
Close by, to the east.
Everybody's eyes in this game looks like they're a bat, Dracula, like they grow, like they glow, in the dark. Is this the goblin cave? Is this the east? Deer just running through here like it ain't nothing. Don't be running through here, ho. This is my place. It's my crib, deer. Dead as hell, too, man. Give me that stringy meat. Whoop your ass. Okay, Tag says Ikaruga has my vote for no reason other than it's... Is Ikaruga the bullet hell shooter where you have to switch between the white and the black ship to avoid the white and the black projectiles and fight the white and the black enemies? Is that Ikaruga? Or am I confusing that with another one? I don't think I would do that on stream because that's a game I'd have to get good enough to play on stream and not just have you guys watch me suck at the first level for 2 hours. So I'd have to get decent at a game like that before I could stream it. The only spaceship shooters I could play on this channel are ones I know I can play and beat. Like Lightning Force, by the way. If you want a good spaceship shooter, by all means, we'll bring in the old Lightning Force and let them do their due. Lightning Force. For the Gangster Magic Miracle Marathon and you. Shouts out to our mascot back there, Mr. Bob Ross. He's been keeping it gangster all night. And this has to be the Goblin Cave, right? Anybody else see any other caves around here that look like a Goblin Cave? I think this is the Goblin Cave. T.I. says, why not test it on the Collector versus Wild channel? Test what? Test what, T.I.? What are you trying to test? Nestor says, I love Two Worlds. It was actually your review that encouraged me to try. Wow. I had no idea, man. Well, I'm glad I had something to do with somebody else finding and enjoying that game. Cheers to you, brother. I'm glad you enjoyed it. There are actually a lot of people who enjoy Two Worlds. It's just the people in media that have the attention screamed about how terrible it was. Because they're, you know, I always talk about how nerds ruin everything, but we're all nerds. The people who review video games now are just a different type of nerd. And they have different expectations and tastes than the people that grew up with me. And I respect that. You know, they love Final Fantasy VI. I think it's... That game annoyed me within the first 2 hours. Like, God damn, it's just not for me. That means it's bad. So yeah, there's a lot of people. I was shocked at how many people watched that review and how many people gave me feedback. Like, thanks, man. I really enjoyed the game. Like, thank God. I really thought it was just going to be the comment section and people lining up to tell me how much of an idiot I was, because I was used to that. Like, I got it. I'm fully aware of how idiotic I am. I don't need any help from the fucking peanut gallery of other morons. Like, we're all morons here, gang. Just pick whichever brand of moron you want to be. Oh, come on! Oh, asshole. Okay. All in your ass. Now what? Uh-huh. Oh, T.I., you're talking about experiment with the pay button on that thing. Yeah, I could. I assume you're talking about the... I honestly, I don't know that I have the donate button on that other channel. It's not big enough. So I couldn't experiment with Collector versus WoW because I never got a big enough following there to do those types of experiments. I can only do it on this channel and my other channel that I blew up before this one. Tags is B. I was thinking about the subscription. How well would Patreon work for something like that? I'm unsure if Patreon allows live videos or how that works. I have limited... Patreon would definitely serve as a platform to do it. I just don't know. So if I do it through Patreon, they take a cut. I have my own systems that I can use that. So let me put it to you like this. I put it through Patreon. They're going to get a cut, right? And then the money is going to come to me. I have systems of my own that don't take any cuts from me. So using my systems makes me not have to have a middleman. But Patreon may be a potential way to do it. We'll see. But like having a secret system where we can publish videos and stuff, we can actually do all that on Discord. We don't have to have Patreon to do that. And in fact, I'd prefer not to have one more place where we have to post content. It's like, dude, let's keep this simple for everybody. Here's where you go to get your stuff. Let's go kick ass. Hallelujah to Jesus. Get your ass up from the fire. Nope, I did not save. Let's see, Tag says, yes, Ikaruga is the color swapping. Yeah, I'd suck at that game. So, nope, it's not Ikaruga. I've never played it, but I've seen it be played. I played Velocity something X or whatever on PlayStation when the PlayStation 4 was new. Man, the developer got mad at me when I talked about that game because I went on a rant. And I was kind of kidding around. I was like, man, fuck this game. I just... like all the damn switching the ships in the zone and how it's a timed button mashing marathon. And it just isn't for me. So I was like, it has these Metroid parts that are amazing, and then the spaceship shooting's cool, but it has all this switch in your ship configuration to, like, you have to teleport from here to this other one, otherwise you run into the wall. Like, fuck all of that. You just have to have way more dexterity to play those games than I give a shit about having at this age. So it's like, nope. And the developer saw me rant. He's like, man, he didn't say anything negative. He's like, well, I guess it isn't for everybody. I was like, yeah, my bad. I'm not trying to shit on your life's work, man. It's good. Your game is good. I just don't like it. How about that? Yeah, no reason to fill their buckets when they're just trying to keep their core people together. Yo, who is it? Huh? Oh. Hold on. Hey, bless you. Let me give you one more. I didn't know you were going to do it that fast. See, gang, this is a little secret gift here for our guy. And then this one is for both of them. There's two things in there. It's for Zach and Chris. Zach and Chris. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So I got my own private gift wrapping service called my mother-in-law because she's awesome at it, and I suck at wrap. I can't wrap gifts. Don't ever give me gifts to wrap if you want it done properly. My mother-in-law every year is my gift wrapping service. She kills at it too. Like, this thing looks gorgeous. I cannot do that. Thank you, Mom. Turbo says, hey all, happy to say my girl is finally getting treatment. Yay! There we go, getting the treatment she needs. Way to go, Mom. Pat yourself on the back. And then kick your feet up, you're earning some rest. We're happy for you too though, Turbo. All my jokes aside. Very happy for you. People in here is just me chilling hard. It's just me chilling hard. Let's see, comments say, Turbo Lens says, I also want to say you helped a lot 2 nights ago. Big way. Hey, that's what we're here for, Turbo. Assuming you're talking to me. Let me not assume you may be talking to someone in the comments, but if you're talking to me, listen, I'm honored. If I can take the suffering I know you all are walking through, because I've walked through a lot of it, and help either help you remove it from your life or alleviate some of its pain, I'm happy to do it. If I had any hand and making your process easier, I was honored to do it. Thank you for letting me be a part. That's all I got for you. There's a big hug, some love, and a thank you. Anjo, what's up, homie? And a lot better understanding of the healing process. Yeah. Yeah, you know, unfortunately, if you look at the generations of America, man, we come from some pretty hard people. And they were right to be hard because they were training us for a world that's brutal and really doesn't care much about our happiness. But what they didn't have was that softer, nurturing side. And now we live in a world where everybody's trying to overdo the nurturing side. And it's like, but us older folks grew up in a world where we're too hard on ourselves emotionally. Now, we may not be hard enough on ourselves physically, like in terms of how we take care of ourselves there, but emotionally, most of us are too hard on ourselves because we grew up from parents that they didn't have mental and emotional health when my mom was coming up. That shit wasn't a thing. Your ass went to work and paid your rent, and fuck you, you know? And I'm exaggerating to make the point, but we just learning how to properly address our challenges and demand growth from ourselves without beating the shit out of ourselves is a hard thing to balance. So if I'm able to help y'all do it a little better, hallelujah. I'm happy to do it. Where that damn wolf come from? Fuck that wolf, man! Where did y'all come from? The hell with this wolf. Fuck you, wolf. Get your wolf ass out of here. You fucking up the whole game for us. Alright, let's get some distance and then we're gonna kick ass. All in your ass. All in your ass. That damn wolf. Fuck that wolf. Got him. One down. One down. One down. About to be two. Oh, you snuck up on the flank. Look at you flanking, ho! Love it! I gotta get the guys with the projectiles first. Where's Magic Man at? Look at you missing, ho. I'm going to get Magic Man's ass. Come here, Magic Man. All in your magic ass. That's where my blade's going. All in there. That's where it is. Oh, come get some too, ho. All in there. That's where my ass beating begins. Is with your ass. Oh, damn. Just gonna swing on it, brother? Damn, man, go easy. All I'm doing is killing you. Don't be so angry. Dead, dead, and dead, hoes. Now what? Bet you wish you didn't attack a brother while I was cooling. Wipe yourself off, man. You dead. Any other dead people want to give me their stuff? Any other people? Wait, where's that dead-ass wolf at? I want the wolf shit. Definitely one. Where's that dead-ass wolf? Come here, dead-ass wolf. Yeah, I want all that shit. Fuck that wolf. I hate the wolf. The wolves are like the most gangster-ass enemy in this game. Turbo says, it was you, B. But filling days with busier people instead of dealing with stuff was what we older folks would say. Yeah, like we were taught, you would have people literally tell you, snap out of it. I mean, I had my mom, the person that raised me when I was in the depths of a lot of my PTSD shit, just like, why can't you just get over it? Was that shit that bad? Like, she actually said that insensitive ass shit to me. Like, well, please tell me about the depths of death and suffering that you saw, that you overcame, oh wise one. You know? So, and like, especially when the people in your life aren't even trying to help. And don't get me wrong, she was way more helpful than detrimental, but in that moment, she was not helpful at all. Because that generation, you were just told, snap out of it, get back to work. It's like, well, that's why that generation got issues and shit. You know? And we got people that ain't okay and doing crazy shit. Because that energy's got to go somewhere. So just wanted to give good news. I'm putting together a desk, so got to finish. We'll lurk for you, B. Thank you, Turbo. God bless you. Go have fun. Oh, enjoy your night, milady. And congratulations. Very happy on daughter getting squared away. Now you get some rest, too. Take care of you. Ooh, yes, please. I'll take all of those. The braces of... Ooh, I got some arrows coming in. Speaking of arrows, let's save the game. Lise is in the house. What's up, Lise? You guys like the new festive look of the show? Is that Christmassy enough for you? I'm trying to turn over a new leaf of you know, trying to be a team player. Trying to, you know, all this Christmassy shit. And look, it's Christmas. Yay! Look, we're playing along. All right, what was I doing? Quests? No, I was going to inventory to see. Dang, that's all the bolts I have? I thought I would have. I gotta use the money I do make in the game to get some arrows, man, because that's gonna come in mighty handy. Just make sure we're not leaving any artifacts or anything behind. Yes, more asses to kick. Let me get this ass whooping you need, baby. You know you need it. Where does the damn wolf come from? Every time it's a wolf! Where do you come from, wolf? Alright. Where does the wolf come from? Every time a wolf jumps out. Never fails! Every time a damn wolf come up. It's a wolf every time, Jesus. Damn, B. Wait. How you gonna get shoot with a laser beam in your back and then just gonna come into a gangster-ass special move, a Hadouken swing? Fuck you. Cheating ass game. Kick ass. Shoot that shit out your asshole. All in your ass. Now what? Every time we get into a fight, a damn wolf just pops out. It never fails. That wolf was nowhere to be found. There was no wolves anywhere. Anywhere. And then all of a sudden I look up, wolf. Chilling hard like Jake Gyllenhaal. Just every time you get into fisticuffs, a damn wolf shows up. And he F's up the whole rotation, man. Damn wolves. Punk ass wolves, man. I hate wolves. It's the first thing I'm getting rid of when I'm president is wolves, man. Executive Order 17. Kill all wolves. Followed by, actually, kill the alligators first. I want all alligators and crocodiles murdered immediately. And then I want all the wolves dead. All the wolves need to get taken out. We can't keep having these wolves around, man. They get in the way. You know, I got to decorate cookies with my kids tonight, among other things. And I'm just thinking back to, there was a time, thinking about what Turbo was saying, of us being busy. And there was a time like where I was so busy with career, building a business, and trying not to go nuts and land in a hospital in the process of trying to build this whole empire while I'm slowly decaying emotionally. Certainly not physically. Physically, I was actually pretty good, aside from my injuries. And I wouldn't even, like, if I had been asked, yo, you want to decorate some, I ain't got time to decorate no cookies. I got to save the world and do all this. Woo! I'm glad I got time to decorate cookies now. Thank Jesus. For sticking with these things long enough for stuff to get good. Yeah, and then my son was hype. He's like, yeah, Dad, that's how you put them sprinkles on that cookie? Like, hell yeah. I've never done this before. And I have now. Obviously, I've been doing it for a couple of years at this point. But there was a time where I just remember, like, damn, I wouldn't even have paid attention. You know, and I always try to be really present for my sons. But a lot of the kitschy, sentimental shit was kind of lost on me. But I'm learning, man. I'm learning. Trying to be better. Ooh, the golden arrowhead. That's what they wanted me to come in. Oh, yes. Oh, that's Mama. Come on in. Yes, thank you, Mom. Check it out, gang. So I got my 2 gifts I needed wrapped. My mother-in-law, my mama, / my personal gift wrapping service took care of me. It's great to be around awesome people, man. I can't recommend it enough. Get around awesome people. Surround yourself with them. I purposefully moved. I was actually the one who politicked to move her in with us because I knew she had a lot of ambitions and in business, and she was finishing her degree. You know, one of the first people in her family in her generation to be able to go to and finish school, and she did that, you know, at the age that she's at now. And she was able to do that here, and now we're helping her, you know, build her freelance career, and she's even wanting to help with some of the things that my business and some of the other businesses I'm connected to do. It's great to be around awesome people, man. Can't recommend it enough. Yes, I'm bragging that I'm blessed to have these awesome people around me. But I'm not bragging on anything I did. That ain't nothing but the grace of old G-O-D, or whatever name you have for him. Yahweh, Xenu, whatever you call the thing. Tag says, I'm glad you got time for cookies too. That soul drain when you're grinding for so long is a whole different beast. Well, that's the thing, Chris. That's the downside for me, is it didn't really come with a soul drain. I'm wired to grind. I'm wired to fucking to like, hey B, we need you ready for the Super Bowl. All right, how many passes I got to catch a day? You need to catch 500 balls a day. All right, hook up the jugs machine, and I'm not fucking moving until I've caught 500 passes. Fuck I'm wired to, when there's a mission and something that needs to get done, I lock in. So that's the downside. Because there's no soul drain, I could keep going and not feel anything. But the soul drain came from, there's people around you who you are not connecting with, who want to be a part of you. that was where the soul drain happened for me, when I realized what I was doing could potentially not really hurt other people, but give them less joy than they deserve. That's where it affected me. Like, I never got to a point where it was like, I'm drained. I wasn't drained. I was kicking ass. It was, the people around me are drained because they're watching me manically try to build whatever the hell it is I'm up to. You know? So you're not wrong. I'm just saying, like, it's even worse than you think. Like, I was worse than you think, because I don't have it. Like with my finger, I showed my wife the wound. She was like, bro, how did you make it through the night like that? With all you did was put the little tape on there to keep the wound closed, bandage it. She's like, how did you even get through the pain of that? I said, that's just my genetics, bro. I don't have anything to do. Like, I wasn't in pain. She's like, how? Is what I'm asking. I said, you got to ask God that. I don't know. I said, I'm the kid, literally. If anybody here has played football, raise your hand. Like, on an organized high school level football team or above, you've been through what's called 2-a-days, or in some cases 3-a-days, depending on where you come from. And like I told her, I was like, I went through my first week of 2-a-days, which is the worst hell you can put a human through. Maybe like childbirth is worse, but it's shorter, right? It's like childbirth is the closest thing on the women's side of the house that I can compare football 2-a-days to. I was like, babe, I did the 2-a-days with strep throat. You know, I mean, I was cleared by a doctor. I was on the tail end of it, so I wasn't contagious. But I still had symptoms. I was still in pain. I was like, when I have a mission, my boys told me, we need you on this football team. I said, anybody tell me they need me, shit, I'll run till my fucking throat comes out of my face. I don't care. Let's go. No pain. And I'm just wired. I'm not, by the way, I don't mean this positively. That's probably a bad thing that I'm like this. Hey, Enos, give it up, ho. Yes, I knew you was in here hiding. You ain't fooling nobody. That Enos statue. But anyway. Clem's in the house. With that drive and desire, you realize the tunnel vision it gave you at times. That was my downfall. I let so many things slip without noticing. Fortunately, I have enough people around me to where it never got to that. Because I have a wife that is a sanity check for me. Like, hey, you're out of balance. Come paint some fucking cookies and sit down. Yes, ma'am. Tracking, ma'am. On my way. So I have enough good people in my life that if they saw me out of balance, and they told me, like, hey, I had friends, family, like, hey, man, you're a little out of balance. You're grinding too hard, man. Go, like, because even my mom got involved. She's like, I wasn't in your life a lot. My biological mother. She's like, the road you're on, I can tell you from experience, you're gonna have some regrets about stuff you didn't do with these boys because you're so focused on killing. Like, I have those regrets now, and you're a grown man. Like, I regret not being there for something. I said, but Mom, I don't even know why you have those regrets, because in your mind, I said, and make no mistake, like, I'm there when shit fucking matters. I will stop Earth from spinning to go, like, don't get me twisted. Like, I'll stop the Earth from spinning to go to one of my kids' fucking recitals. Like, fuck everybody. And I did. Like, I missed all kinds of shit. Like, if my son's like, Dad, I'm playing violin I'm there. Fuck everybody. I don't mean like missing shit that, like neglecting the kids, because it's not that. It's more the day-to-day kind of kitschy, sentimental shit just ain't my thing. So it's like I was missing the little stuff. But like events and stuff with the kids, never that. But I said, Mom, you came to every football. Like, Mom, you came to my track meets. Nobody comes to track meets. Like, what are you talking about? You weren't there. And you didn't even live with me. You traveled sometimes 2-3 hours to come to these podunk-ass fucking out in the middle of the boondocks places I used to have to run track. I said, you were at every event. What are you regretting? She's like, I wasn't there a lot of times when you were a kid. It's like, because I went and tried to make something of myself because I was 19 when I had you, and I couldn't take care of you. It's like, I was like, okay, but I understand you regretting that, but that's just life. Like, you didn't cause that. You know, she and I had a really good talk. A couple months ago, we went on vacation together, and I said, hey, look at that. And I just told her, I said, Mom, let me make something really clear to you. I imagine you've gone through life thinking that I carry some resentment for you because of your absence. I said, you got to know I never, not once, have carried any resentment. None. Zero. Because you were there when it mattered. Yes, you were absent a lot. But when the shit mattered, your ass was standing there, standing tall, looking good, supporting your boy. I said, so as far as I'm concerned, out of all the moms I hear about, you won the game. Like, yeah, you weren't there every day, but when I needed you, when I was sick, you drive all the way out to where I lived to come help me, take care of me. If my parents that were raising me had to work, that was you. You came to every football game, every track meet. You didn't miss shit. Like, I'm not buying this regret shit. You know, so we got to have that. I was glad to have that conversation with her this year. Like, you need to know, Mom, you're carrying some shit that you shouldn't be carrying. Like, your son does not resent you or the lifestyle you chose at all. Like, I think somewhere in your heart of hearts, you think what you did was selfish. Because it's like, well, instead of making a life for me, I should have been with my son. Well, if you ain't got no life, you can't make no life for your son. So, no, you actually did it the right way. And that's why the whole family supported you doing it, and nobody gave you shit for it, including me. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know how I got on that rant. Hopefully that blesses somebody. I'm getting trophies, baby. Bug meats. Clem says, huh? Oh yeah, hi B. I've been here for like 20 minutes. I was murking your bots. Oh no, I saw it, brother. I appreciate that. Clem says, I'm 100% sure that was a bot. Yeah, it was a bot. You were right. You were 100% right. Even if you get it wrong, we can always fix it, man. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat the small stuff, brother. I appreciate you being here. Tag says, I found the opposite. People who I thought were friends who called me a coward for leaving the retail hell I was in for my family, that I was giving up a career for a family was a joke idea. I'm glad I left them in the dust, blocked and sent to the gallows in my mind, because like you said, you have to surround yourself with awesome people. I have my wife to show me my imbalances, but not any friends. Yeah, I got you. I have them now, but no true friend who really had my back. Nobody was there when it counted except for my wife. And sometimes that's all you need, right? I tell people all the time, I can be outspoken and say crazy shit and not worry that people hate me for it, because I know where the things I'm saying come from, because they're coming from loving y'all and wanting you to be strong. But I've had plenty of hate, and that's cool. It's people that hate me, just what they really hate is themselves that they see in me. That's another little psychological mountain we'll help everybody climb at some point when people are ready to learn. Like, you don't hate me, you hate the you that I remind you of. Remember that shit. And that was really hard for me to accept. The one person I hate in the world, when I had to realize, oh, he just reminds me of my own cowardice. That's why I hate him. Because he's a coward, and he reminds me of the times when I've been a coward. I have to look him in the face and see my own cowardice every day. And I wish this dude would just die. It's like, you're really just wishing your own cowardice would die, if you were being honest. Because you still have cowardice that you have to face. And this guy's a reminder of it. So your hatred has nothing to do with this other human soul. It has everything to do with something in yourself that he is reminding you of. But anyway, I come home to that wife, Chief. The whole world can say, fuck him. As long as she's still cool. When she has beef with me, then that's when I tighten up. Like, all right, we got shit to fix. Let's square it away. But if she's seeing what I'm doing and she's like, nah, you're good, I love you. And my therapist, too, is kind of a sensing person for me. But my wife specifically, like, hey, yo, if she's cool with what I'm doing, fuck the entire world. I don't need shit else. You know? That's my She-Ra. Okay, this is the way I came from. I got turned around because I was too busy talking. But yeah, no, I feel where you're coming from, Tag. I think your experience is very similar. Your experience is probably very common. You know what I mean? That's probably more the normal experience that people are having out here trying to live the freelance or the entrepreneurial life. It's tough, man, because you're purposefully walking in a direction that looks stupid. And in a lot of ways is stupid, based on conventional wisdom. But you learn on this journey that conventional wisdom is just the religion of the mediocre. Common sense is the religion of the mediocre. That's why you guys never hear me talk about, you just need more common sense. No, you need sense that isn't very common. Common sense has people arguing about Democrats, Republicans, and whether or not fucking Santa Claus exists because we're stupid. That's common sense. Do you hear any billionaires going around talking about, oh, these fucking liberals? No. Like, you do hear some, but people who are killing it know that these two binary opposing forces that marketers and other people who want to sell you shit try to get your head wrapped around and get you contentious about, they're too smart to fall into that shit. And wise is probably a better word. I doubt it has as much to do with IQ as it has to do with just knowing how the fucking world actually works. Tag says, yep, I stand by my shield maiden and she stands by me. I know if she's got my back, I can do anything. The best part about having that friend and being married to them, they're louder than your doubt. Yeah, absolutely. My wife's helped me a lot with the faith in my life and really understanding how to believe in myself and believe in God better. No. Yes, indeed, you do. But yeah, nah, it ain't common sense, man. You need uncommon sense to succeed in this world.
I don't want to sound pushy, but have you got the arrowhead?
I do, Jilby.
Here, the golden arrowhead.
Splendid. That's it indeed. Maybe there's still hope for our guild after all.
It'll be fine.
I'd like to believe that.
How's my beard doing today? Is my beard looking extra luxurious and sexual tonight? Yeah. It's not bad. Not bad. I need to get a little more moisturizer in it. It is eating up. As it gets longer, it is eating up moisturizer like crazy, man. Like, seriously. Eating her up. Yep. And I put a good amount of conditioner and moisturizer in it tonight, but it just... Feed me, baby, feed me.
Hello.
Hello. The goblins are slowly getting on my nerves. That sounds like some bitch stuff to say. I wouldn't say that.
Seems like your guild hasn't been in the best condition lately.
The guild ceased to exist. Our Grandmaster Kraglin is missing.
Kraglin! Of course that's his name!
Most of them joined Lord Gawain in the war. So far, nobody's returned.
My man Kraglin. Cracklin. You over here selling crack, Cracklin? I've met Kraglin. He is alive.
I met Kraglin. He's alive.
Really? Where is he?
Dead.
He's been looking for the survivors on the battlefield.
Finally, some good news. Thanks.
I guess I'm gonna have to say this.
Goblins are slowly getting on my nerves.
They've been breeding like rabbits since the war. You'll hardly find a cave without these damned creatures anymore. Even if you do, just be careful that nothing worse lurks in there.
I already
Is this
killed
the way to
everything
the
in there.
castle?
A bunch of worse.
No, simply follow the road to the south through the Gorge of the Penitents.
Gorge of the Penitents? That's a funny name.
Lord Gawain stews his prisoners in cages there until they start regretting their deeds. Not a place one would want to end up.
Oh, when she said stew, I thought he was cooking motherfuckers. She just meant he throws them in there until they chill out. Like, man, this dude cooking people? This motherfucker is ruthless. I like it. Let's go cook some people, ho. Shit. Where you at, Lord Galwin? Is that your name? Lord Cracklin the Third? Well, that was fun. That was a little adventure we went on there without too much tea. I just like this game because it really cuts down on the tedious shit. Like, I'm not moving blocks around puzzle dungeons. Nope, no puzzle dungeons. I mean, I think there's like little things in the game that are kind of puzzly. You know, the dialogue doesn't take 45 minutes for her to pontificate about the old country and the lore of the ancient Talinor. I don't give a fuck about any of those people. I hope they're all dead. And, you know, like, none of that. It's just, hey, go in a cave, get me a thing, kill some goblins, get some level up. I appreciate that, man. I really do. And I love you. Can we get married? Damn, they just put a skeleton cold chilling in a wall, bro. They killing brothers in walls. Like, imagine, like, for real. You were told, hey, let's go to the castle at Silver Lake. And the minute you turn the corner to get to the castle, the first thing they show you is the dungeon where they be throwing people and leaving them to die in a wall. My man died with his hands on his knees, sleep. And they left his dead ass there, dead as shit. And then this dude, what did he do? How dead? Like, this is the first thing you see. This would be my town. All the people that fuck with our town, that's what everybody sees first, dead people. Like, oh shit, what town are we getting ready to walk into? The one where you better have your act together or they're gonna beat your ass and put you in a wall. This is my kind of city. That's how you deal with it. And then everybody come to town behaving. Hey, good day to ye. There's no racism in this town. Why? This dude. That was the one dude who was racist. They put him in a wall. They said enough of that shit. Man, ain't nobody stealing, you know, knives from the sword store. You know why? Because that when you steal a sword from the sword store, that's what they think. Shit. The sword store hasn't had any thefts in 75 years because that dude chilling, the skeleton cold chilling in a wall. Uh-oh. Transportation. Yo, 4, 5, 6, 7 wood. Got me a light crossbow, baby. A castle at Silver Lake. Let's save before we get into it. Oh. Easy, 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 easy. I ain't sneaking home trying to win. Trying not to fall off this cliff and be dead. Good thing I saved it. Good thing I saved it because this be killing. This kills people. All right, he didn't die. Whew. Norman.
Halt! Open the gate! No way, stranger. Nobody enters without the Castellan's permission.
I spoke with Gilthor. I was to bring Doran back from the battlefield. And so I have. He's on his way now.
Oh yes, the Castellan mentioned this. Forgive my being rude. Ever since Lord Gawain was imprisoned, we've been very careful here.
What did you say? Lord Gawain's in prison? The Lord of the castle?
Haven't you
That's
heard?
funny, Tag.
Orcs kidnapped him.
How did that happen?
You're good at
You
writing
should talk
jokes,
to
Tag.
Welgard,
Do you
the
know that?
blacksmith. He can tell you the whole story.
Open the gate then.
Of course. Get inside.
Specifically, you're good at writing like joke stories, where somebody gives you a concept and then you come up with a story around it. I've noticed you're good at that, man. Should do something with it. I remember this town. I remember exploring this town as well, which is exactly what I'm about to do. Hey, let's stay on task and then we'll do some exploration. Merry Christmas, hoes, don't you run fast. Gunda! Gunta-Kunts.
Please don't forget about the healing nuts. The wounded here can't wait much longer.
Oh, them healing nuts, girl. I got them nuts right here.
Take them. Here, take them.
Take them
Oh,
nuts.
thank you so much. Now we can prepare more healing salve.
From the
Wonderful.
healing nuts?
Sure thing.
Can you use this recipe? I found it in the castle.
Oh, damn. She gave me a recipe, too? Hallelujah, Jesus. Booyah, kamakaya ka. What you think you doing now? Y'all ain't even ready for them streets is what we doing now. Showing how. Dang, I still ain't got that kind of loot. All the killing I've been doing, this is all the money I have. Although I could sell a lot of things, though. What I'm looking for, however, is something entirely different that she haveth not. Oh, but she does, ho. Oh, but she does. And damn, her bow is stronger than mine, too. Alright, I don't want to invest the loot just yet. Damn, it's $3 an arrow? It's robbery. That means I can get 100 of them for 300 bones. That's not terrible. We'll wait for now. Because I need to look up some crafting stuff. Because I'm going to sell some things. I gave her the healing nuts, and now she's all healed up with the healing nut salve. How that's not sexual, I'd never understand.
What are you looking at, lad?
Clem says, I think the next MMO I play, I'm naming my character Donkey Stroke 69. Donkey, have I said that phrase that many times on this show? I know I repeat myself a lot. That's kind of my thing. Are you a blacksmith? Nah, he's just standing next to all the blacksmith shit. That's not what he does, though. He's just holding it down.
Are you a blacksmith?
Smart lad. I'm impressed.
You probably shouldn't
Certainly
be impressed.
I'm a blacksmith. In fact, the best you'll meet between Stuart and Saturn. For years in the service of the barony of Silver Lake and his lordship.
His lordship has some problems, and so I've heard.
By my anvil, lad. You got that?
By my anvil, lad.
Abducted him.
I sound
Playing
like
a
Dan
circus.
Campbell, the coach of the Detroit Lions, but with a more magnanimous projection of my voice.
But weren't the orcs supposed to be friendly?
We used to think so. For years, the slackers hung around their caves, quiet as mice. Until Airhag came. Airhag and his cronies.
So, Tag, you're trying to figure out where to point your talents. The best way to figure that out is figure out where do people have needs that your talent specifically serves. That's the answer to your question. You want to hang out in places where the needs of the people match the skills that you have.
What do you know about Airhag?
Airhag is an orc warrior from Mirtana. He turned up with his gang and wanted to whip the lazy tribe into shape. But our lord wouldn't have any of that, so he bunged Airhag into the Gorge of the Penitents.
The Gorge of the Penitents is some kind of a prison, isn't it?
That is correct.
And locking people inside
That's
of
where
walls
trouble
wasn't
makers
enough. You had
end
the Gorge of the Penitents. This dude's a little over the top with the putting the thumb on people.
What happened to Airhag?
After a couple of months, Lord Gawain put mercy before justice and had Airhag released. It was a stupid thing to do, as we now know. Airhag should never have left his cage again.
What did Airhag do?
Everything was quiet for a long time. Then our lord was dragged into the battle. As soon as he had left the castle, Airhag turned up at the gates, with his whole gang in tow.
What was it the orcs wanted here?
To capture the castle, lad. What else? By my anvil, we showed them how people from the Silver Lake can fight. Bunch of lousy orcs couldn't dream of capturing our castle.
And how did they capture Gawain then?
Our lord was on his way back from the battlefield. A few men were with him, and all of them were tired and weak. We couldn't do anything. Right before our eyes, Lord Gawain was surrounded and overpowered.
Why does nobody do anything to save the Lord?
Lad, look around. What do you see? Weaklings, wounded, and women. Who'd march out and attack the orcs? Me? I make weapons, but I don't wield them.
Where can I find Gilthor?
The Castellan? In the Citadel. Just go up the stairs.
The Silver Lake Archives. They're in the castle, right?
No, outside. In Silver Lake. You can swim, can't you?
Listen,
Just joking, lad. Sure, the archives are here. Ask the Castellan.
Dope. I was just checking to see there's a game that's got some similarities to this Arcania game that I like quite a bit. I've always struggled to decide which game I like more. So now, I just was looking up. I was like, wait a minute. I thought Xbox made that game backwards compatible after Atlas republished it, and they did. Now, the challenge becomes, I don't think I have a copy of the, I have to check the Microsoft Store. I don't think I have a copy of the version. No, yes I do. I'm trying to think, do I have a copy of the version that's backwards compatible? Because I definitely have the one that's not. And sadly, the one that's not backwards compatible is a better version of the game, because when Atlas republished it as the Dragon Knight Saga instead of Divinity 2 Ego Draconis, when they republished it, they zoomed the camera in too much, a lot like this game does. It's like, wait a minute, the camera was... And, like, I've always struggled. Do I like Divinity better than this game? Divinity is definitely a bigger game. But it has flaws. Like, it has challenges with it that are like, do I like the more simple approach of Arcania, or do I like the just straight up gangster? You can literally, I almost don't want to spoil what the game is because it's in the name. Like, just let you see it in game when I do it. Like, wait a minute, did he just? Yeah, he just did that. He just did exactly what you think he did and flew up a mountain. All right. You know, so from the exploration perspective, it's definitely better than this game. But it also has some flaws with the leveling system where you can basically level up wrong. And I hate RPGs that, like, no matter how I level a character, there should be an option for me to beat the game. And this game is a stickler for you need these exact particular skills. Like, European RPGs is just kind of how they do it a lot of times. So definitely like the leveling system better in this game. It was like I said, it's hard to weigh it because there's good and bad with both. They got the main dude in here mopping floors. Car door. Old chap.
Oh, my shoulders.
How have you been since the Great War?
Can you tell me about the battle?
War is
Oh, that's what
never
they're actually talking about?
What happened in the Valley of Blood?
I made that up.
I've never seen anything like that. A disaster. A damned disaster.
These games are so fucking predictable. God, who writes this shit?
How did it turn out to be a disaster?
Lord Hagen's troops were outnumbering us, and we were caught up in a rearguard battle. So far, so good. Not a big deal. But all of a sudden, stones started falling from the sky like huge raindrops. And there was an ice-cold wind, as if Beliar himself had belched from the mountain. Panic and chaos ensued. Everyone ran for their lives.
Who caused the rockfall?
Surely it was the Paladins, playing with
The
mad
Paladins of Shuttle
Still, their arrow flew in the wrong
Tidarian. Those
direction.
whores don't know the
Their
way.
casualties must have been higher than ours.
You mentioned something about magic. Tell me about it.
It was like this. One of the rocks had just shattered my shoulder and knocked me down. Then there was a sudden blow right next to me, and a huge skull crashed on the battlefield. A most hideous face. I staggered to my feet and just ran for it.
What happened to Lord Gawain?
Like I said, chaos reigned on the battlefield. Everyone ran for their lives. I haven't seen our Lord since then.
Very well. Tag says, I need to give the daily streaming a fair shot. Stick with it for long enough to gather feedback and grow. There's plenty of parents tired from the day looking just to laugh and chill on stream. So let me encourage you with something, Chris. One of the things I love working with you and helping you out, if anything I'm doing for you is helpful, I want to change one word in your sentence there because it's very social media-y and it's very much driven by these platforms to get you in a position where you're going to continue. Like, if you're familiar with how TikTok works, for creators, it works like a casino. So you upload something, eventually something's going to hit, and then you get that crazy dopamine rush of, oh my God, 1 million people think I'm awesome, because we humans respond to that type of shit. And then you keep coming back. So here is what I would encourage you with. You said, I need to stick with it long enough to gather feedback and grow. Take the word grow out of there, because grow is immediately going to make you start thinking about numbers. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do it for a year, and then you're going to look at your numbers and say, well, how much growth did we have? Well, let me submit this to you. If you could make $250,000 a month with 450 people following you, would that be enough growth for you? You see what I mean? So what most people do is they think, I got to get to this number, right? I got to get to these numbers because that's when the money shows up, is when the numbers get. And I'm telling you from experience, just having the numbers is not when the money shows up. Period. Right? Like, I tell the story all the time. Activision was sending me physical copies of games, I believe. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I was somewhere, I think, between 3,000 and 5,000 followers on YouTube when I was making those business connections with Activision and Square Enix. Right? Growth, what I want to encourage you with is replace growth with connection. Build something that makes people want to connect with you. And if you have one significant, if you have one significant positive connection where you have an exchange with an audience member and their life changes for the better, that's the win. That's what matters, right? Because if we lose sight of, oh, we're doing it for the numbers, I'm telling you right now, the way these social media platforms work, they're designed not to, I mean, it's got to be a casino because they can't let everybody win. There's too many people creating, right? So the better bet is to build something that people, that a smaller group of people can't get enough of. And once you have that, like, you literally with a following of 1,000 people could go conquer the world. So instead of thinking of it in terms of growth, think of it in terms of, I want to stick with it. Your words were, I want to give it a fair shot and stick with it long enough to gather feedback. Feedback's good. Always take inventory. The business that doesn't take inventory goes out of business. I spent a lot of the earlier part of this week doing business inventory. It was fracking painful, but now I'm able to do things and predict things financially and humanly that are like, oh, now that I can see everything and it's organized, we can be awesome. But going back to you, stick with it long enough to gather feedback, yes, and to make a meaningful connection. One meaningful connection. Like, Turbo came in here earlier and says, thank you for helping me in the situation I was in. That, Chris, is what I play the game for. It's not the money. It's not the programs, people buying these crazy shirts. I make these shirts because I think they're hilarious. And I'd love people to wear them just so that when you're walking around in the world, somebody can see you in that shirt, be like, what the fuck does I believe in Steve or believe in Steve mean? And then it starts conversations. It's literally for the fun of it. I play the game for not Turbo coming here and telling me I'm awesome, but her life got better because we were all here. Play the game that way, you can't lose. And I promise you, play the game that way long enough, the money will show up. It's just now hear me, the money will be slower than if you take the shortcuts in the short term. but the money will be greater on the back end. Right? Do you want to be a millionaire today, or do you want to be a trillionaire in 20 years? Which game are you playing, right? And then, by the way, I'm not judging. If you want to get rich faster, cool. What I'm suggesting won't do that. But you can be, you know, I'm joking about being a trillionaire, obviously, but you can do something great and fantastic in a year to 10 years. You know? And you can go a lot further than you probably think you can if you just stick with it. All right, let's get back to playing this game, shall we? I think that's what I needed to craft my potions, right? Pretty sure. That's a big-ass sausage. Looks more like a tenderloin. Chris says, I appreciate the insight. I don't want to worry about the numbers on the grandiose, more the community. Getting the word grow out of my head will help me keep more focus on connect. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, change the language. Because the way we talk programs the brain, which programs action. That's why the Bible says life and death is in the power of the tongue. Right? The way you talk programs your brain. So when I'm thinking growth, inevitably I'm going to start subconsciously thinking about numbers, even if I'm consciously trying not to. So think of connection instead of growth. Like when I was in music, I tell that story about my manager, the manager I went to get mentorship. She wasn't my manager. I just kind of was calling her as a one-off consulting call. And she was just like, you've got to build your audience one person at a time. You are not the guy who's going to have fucking the type she used Jay-Z as the example because Jay-Z was, you know, a lot more popular at that time. He's still popular now, but he was a lot more in news and in media and stuff like that, you know, in the music industry. It's like you got to build one human soul at a time, one positive interaction at a time, and it's going to take you longer than it's going to take someone like Jay-Z because you're not going to have the immediate gravitas. Because what you give doesn't give simple. Your shit's not simple enough. Period. You know? It's like, all right. Thank you, man.
It's you. Have you brought Duran back?
I didn't take him by the hand, but I got the standard for him, and he promised to return to the castle.
That's good news. So what was it you wanted to ask me? What can I do to thank you?
But yeah, no, Tag, you're on it, bro. I'm not in any way trying to adjust your trajectory or what you're up to. Just perspective. That's all I offer. Not challenging you. Definitely not trying to, you know, say you're going in the wrong direction. Just giving you a little additional perspective. I've been down there. Hey, we need to grow. And then when you're looking at your numbers, why aren't we growing? Why? Because then you'll start comparing. Why is this person growing and we're not? Well, it like literally could just be timing. It could be what you're up to is not the thing that it's not the zeitgeist that the people are into right now. It's just not. You know, right now there is no zeitgeist for a person who mixes an educational show about personal development and, like, I'm not saying other people don't do it, but specifically the way we're doing and who we're doing it for. That didn't really exist before. So we're creating something that had no demand, but then demand for it will begin to grow, much like the iPhone, as people get a hold of it and now they don't want to lose it. So become the thing that people don't necessarily covet at first, but once they want it, once they have it, they never want to let it go. That's way more powerful than having something that people desperately want. Right? Is that like you'd rather have something people don't know they want, and then once they have it, they'll die to keep it, than have a thing that people are just rabid for, like virality. Because viral is always about simple, easy dopamine. It's never about meaningful, connected, like the intimacy that actually builds success. Viral is about making somebody feel good for 8 seconds. It's not about the connection, right? The connection's where you make your money, though.
I wish to browse the archives in your castle.
Access to the archives is granted solely by Lord Gawain.
Surely you know how to open a door.
Without my lord's permission, my hands are tied.
What now?
You might already have heard that our lord's in an awkward position. The orcs captured him.
Yes, I know. A poor joke.
They overpowered him when he was returning from the battlefield, weak and wounded. We couldn't do anything to prevent it. If you help us free Lord Gawain...
I've heard enough. Where are those orc bastards?
They live in a cave, south from the castle.
Either I return with Gawain, or you'll never see me again.
To pass the bridge to the orcs' territory, you need a password for the watch, which is nothing is as gold as silver honor.
Alright, I hope I don't have to remember that, and the game's going to remember it, because I was not paying attention. Now let's do some exploration, and then we'll go out there and rescue the mages of Taladesia, or whatever the shit he's got me doing. Galdor, Falinor, I can't be expected to remember none of this shit, guys. Come on. Hey, what is that? The Lesser Elixir of Arcane Might. See, exploring already paid off. Treasure. See, this is why you don't just buy stuff at the store, because you can just walk through town and take it from people for the most part. And thank you, role-playing games that don't put bullshit morality systems in here. Like, they saw you take that potato, now you got to give us all your money or go into the dungeon thing that you can just break out of. Fuck you. I'm busy. Time for this shit. Like, thank you for not having a morality system. I hate that shit. Elder Scrolls. Gaggle of wankers. A hunting arrow, eh? Just like the beasts of Talinor. Oh, snap. Dude walked in here. I thought we was about to get into some fisticuffs. I guess we're not. Why does that keep lighting up and then disappearing? Like, light up and stay up so I can take it, ho. There we go. Tag says, no, thank you, Tag. Bless you, brother. Oh, snap. The forklift champion shirt came through? What? Hey, those are misprints. Misprints. You guys got to know the forklift champion is a misprint. I got to fix it. So, check it out. If you guys all buy the forklift champion shirts, you'll get a collector's item. Because I'll leave it up if anybody wants to, but you need to know it's wrong. Hold on, I'm checking it now. Thank you, T.I., for letting us know. And by the way, if anybody wants to know what I'm screaming about, you can go to swag.brianchambers.com. Yes! The forklift champion shirt got approved! Well, I'll be John Brown running. Thank you, Yu Suzuki. Yu Suzuki, I said it wrong. Yu Suzuki. All right, so everybody who's interested in the forklift champion shirts, hold on, let me, I'll turn it on here so you can see it. Nope, that's not it. Is it this one? Nah, that's the Believe in Steve. Yeah, it looks like I got rid of it. Anyway, I was trying to show you the forklift champion shirt, but I think I changed it to Believe in Steve. Anyway, just so everybody knows, the forklift champion shirt at present is a misprint. It is supposed to say forklift champion 86. Right now it says forklift champion 84. I own 2 of them. If you want me to leave them on the store so you can have a collector's item, because I'm going to reprint them and take these down with the proper year on there. But if you want a collector's item that has it printed wrong, go nuts. Snatch them up. Because I'll eventually take that down. But I need everybody to know it's wrong so you're not buying a shirt. You're like, hey, it's awesome. Some Shenmue nerds like, hey, that's the forklift champion in 1986 and not 1984, right? Like, yeah, and I can tell by the tone of your voice that you've never gotten laid in the history of mankind. So just stop talking. Don't say another word until you've been laid. No talking allowed. But, yeah. So, just so you know, T.I., thank you for the heads up, man. I thought we lost that one, but we won it. The forklift champion won. So, yeah, sorry, I got a little excited there, because it's like, I don't want people to rush out and buy it. And not, like, I want you to know that the shirt is wrong. You're hearing it from the guy that owns the t-shirt shop. The shirts are wrong. Just, if you still want to buy one, go nuts. Just know that you're buying a misprint. I want to be super honest about that, man. I never want a customer to buy something that isn't 10 times better than their expectations. Period. I never want that. If it isn't 10 times better than your expectation, I am unhappy. So there you go. I just love that this game rewards the player for exploring like this. Like just walking around, checking the little nooks and crannies. Hey, treasure chest. Ooh, I thought I had that one. Got him. T.I. says, I wasn't there for that stream. What's the inside joke? Oh, it's Shenmue. Like, literally in Shenmue, when you get the job at the forklift factory, you have to do forklift races every morning before work starts. And I've won the forklift championship. So, Dio is the forklift champion. The shirt's actually literal. Dio is a forklift champion. But that's the joke. It's a story element of Shenmue. And I said, there was an episode where I said the phrase forklift champion no less than probably 170 times within 3 minutes. And there were a couple people there. Most people were probably annoyed, but my kind of people, there were a couple of them on the show, commented like, the more he says it, the funnier it gets. Like, keep saying it. Like, there was specifically one person in particular who I love, and she knows it. She's one of my favorite people, one of my Spartans. She's like, the more, like, please keep saying it. It's getting funnier. It's like, she gets my sense of humor. Hallelujah. Somebody gets me. It's like, every time he says it, it gets funnier. Like, it should be getting annoying, but I'm laughing. Like, yes! The forklift champion is winning, and my mustache is tickling my nose. Everybody asks me, B, why do you shave your mustache? Because all night, all night on shows is scratching my damn nose. That's why I don't have a damn mustache, so I don't have to scratch my face all the time. But I just need to trim it and not be lazy. That's what really needs to hop on. The bocce ball players need to do their work. A straw mattress and a vile whore. Or just a vial. Hey, we're gonna hit the hooker, baby. Alright. I think we got everything. Ooh, the music went nuts.
Could you tend to the wounded?
Yeah, that's an underwhelming story for the Amish beard. Nah, the actual story is I never thought I looked good with a mustache. I've never liked having one.
There's a pond in the
It's
wilds
always shady.
beyond Silver Lake where pondweed grows. Should you happen to get near that place, get me a couple of bunches. I have no gold, but I could teach you a thing or two about potions.
Okay, I'll keep my eyes open if I'm around there.
Well, lad, do you like my work?
Yes, I could learn a bit from you.
Have a look around. Do you know how to use a hammer and anvil?
I guess so.
Really? Well, lad, I've got a task for you then. Fetch me my sketchbook, and I'll teach you a few tricks.
I like your offer. Where can I find your book?
South from the castle stands a watchtower. I liked sitting there and working on my drafts. But one day, some lousy orcs came and drove me away. By my anvil, the wretched bunch!
And your book got lost.
That's right, lad. Bring me the book, and I'll teach you higher blacksmith arts.
I'll look for the book.
You do that, lad. Good luck.
Let's see, Riggy Malaku, whatever that means, says F you and you're strangely apropos. Are we speaking millennial now? Stream title ass. Yeah, F me. Yeah, do it. No, don't do it. Leave me alone. Tag says, I have to keep my mustache short, like 1 to 2 on the trimmer, because I cannot stand. Dude, it's driving me absolutely insane. I want it out of here. Not a fan of the mustache, but wait a minute, ho. First and foremost, we need to save the game, ho. You should have said some shit like your neighbor is a warrior monk and mustaches offend him. He's a badass you don't want to piss off. I can dig it, man. Do warrior monks not like mustaches? Is that the thing they do? I need to get up on my warrior monk trivia. So you've had full beard and no mustache and you can't pull it off. Well, I tell you what, if I were a more sensitive man, I also would have grown a mustache just to shut everybody the fuck up. Because that's one thing I don't get used to on the internet is everybody blurts out the shit they're thinking instead of keeping it to themselves. And I'm not a venter. So like in real life, I'm not sitting around, I can't believe fucking Starbucks didn't have my favorite shit today. Like, people just blurt out the shit they're thinking. Like, I'll be in the middle of, and then, we were pinned down in the war, and this is a principle I use to help me become a better dad. Like, hey, man, why don't you have a mustache? Like, why do you give a fuck? Like the amount of the commentary on my mustache outweighed anything actually fucking significant that I said. So it's like, just grow a mustache so everybody will shut the fuck up. Maybe we should do that. But that obviously is not why. I grew it. Actually, I wanted to try it. I was like, let me grow this thing out and see what's up. And then I didn't hate it with the full beard and I let it ride. But it needs to be trimmed, dagnabbit. That is not up for negotiation because my nose itches because it keeps tickling me. But the amount of, why don't you have a mustache? You look like The Rock. You look like Will Smith. Why do you have on body armor when it looks like you're running in the woods and working out? Even though I should have been able to figure out he's wearing body armor because he's working out in body armor. I don't know how to communicate to that crowd.
None shall pass. Go back.
I'm a weirdo, man.
Nothing is as gold as silver honor.
How do you? Oh well, you may pass if you're crazy enough.
Rigi Malaku says appropriate. I figured it was one of your millennialized words. Apropos instead of... Although I think what you're trying to say is apropos. I have to imagine you're doing some lifestyle of the rich and famous because that's what you are. And so you're using the language of the rich elite, which is what you are. So, carry on, sir. Mr. I live on 40 acres. He says, I don't know, it's more entertaining story than it's itchy. I got you, man. I'm with you. It's funny, I had a neighbor do that to me when I had my my thumb surgery. It was a lady, I helped her when she was having her baby. And I was telling the story, she's like, dude, everybody in the neighborhood thinks you're a fucking assassin. You've got to come up with a better story than I was playing video games too hard for a charity. I was like, yeah, I was wrestling Nazis. She's like, much better. Thank you. It's like I was wrestling. There I was wrestling Nazis. Because apparently in this story it was 1943. And I was alive somehow. Even though what people don't know is I'm just an ageless being that's been here a lot longer than you realize.
Crazy enough? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I'd only set out south to fight a small army. It's really dangerous out there.
I'm a small
You look like
army
Morpheus.
myself.
Did you know that? No, I haven't been being told that since 2003 at all. I've been called Morpheus since 2003. So when the internet started, it's like, guess what, guys? He looks like Morpheus. Can you tell? Like, this joke has been going on for me for almost 20 years. I'm glad all of you think you're original. You frickin' peasants. Like, what are we doing? But no, I don't actually get upset by that shit, man. I'm happy that anybody took 5 seconds to give a shit about anything I said, let alone ask me about my mustache. At least they gave a shit enough about my existence to ask. How about that? I'll just be grateful instead of being a bitch about it. Woo! Nope, don't you do it! Oh, man, I thought I was going in that water, son. And you know, water is apparently deadly in European-made role-playing games. You go into water, you dead. Except for The Witcher. The Witcher lets you swim. Or Witcher 3 does. I don't remember if the other Witchers. Is there swimming in the other Witchers? I don't remember. I don't remember these games very well after I beat them. I think my brain deletes all the stuff I didn't like and remembers like one or two experiences that were like the real highlights of the game, and then I data dump everything else. Oh, snap. I know what we did wrong. Now, I thought I negotiated with these guys at the top of the hill, which is where I think these orcs are definitely hanging out. And now that it's super cloudy, dark, and rainy, these sunglasses got to come off. Got to come out of costume so I can see the damn game. There you guys are. Clack! 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 I'm glad my defense is getting better. I'm not taking as much of an ass whipping in these scenarios. I do need better weapons, though. I gotta be able to do more damage more quickly. Oh, come on. It was one more hit. Got him. Showtime. Ooh, shit. That was close. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up before he gets back up. And take your bandage. Take your bandage before you dead, ho. Yeah, this game does have audio visual issues, just in case you're wondering. Like if you notice the music just cut out for no reason. This is not a perfect game, my friends. B is secretly Mr. House from New Vegas. I'm way more stylish than that dude. I'm surprised I even remember who that is. But, you know, I really liked New Vegas. What in the name of Christ? The sun just came up like that? I liked New Vegas more than a lot of other games I've played from that era, so. It was one of the few games where I was like, man, Bethesda actually pulled off a story that's not just a choose-your-own-adventure cookie-cutter thing that I don't care about any of the things that are happening. I guess Oblivion's story was alright. It kind of fizzles out at the end, but the concept of the story was cool. Tag says, I'm in the camp that you're a Highlander, Bryant. Oh, that was T.I. that said the Mr. House, not Tag. I'm sorry. He says that you're a Highlander. Wait, just don't come from my head, man. I still got stuff to do. It's funny, when I watched 30 Rock and got all the way through it and started to recognize who Kenneth's character was, I was like, oh, that's me. That's who I am. I'm that dude in the story. Like, totally relate to Kenneth. Come on, Kenneth. Get some loving in here. Damn, hold one's gold leader. Got the flying ass bugs dead. Now we gotta go fight some good old orcs. Where's flying ass bug number 3? There you go. Oh, damn, there was more of these bugs? Kick ass then. Let's rock. Them only got 2? Come on, man. Boom. Two for one, bitches. I walked right into that. And the damn orcs are ready now. Come on, bruh! One thing at a time! Don't you worry, orc. I got something for your ass too, ho. And dead. I didn't want to have to kill you, homie. I thought we were going to be able to be friends. It doesn't look like it, though. Oh, dang, the beetle bugs. Let's find some high ground to fight those from, because they are vicious, and they're fast as hell. Let's see if we can make this jump right here. Yes, we can, Jesus. Yes! Hell yes. Oh, pussy. I love how their frame rate when they get far away just vanishes. Damn it, he's in the animation where he's going to run away. I'm not doing any damage. Nope, pussies. Oh, he's drinking potions. No potions, bitch. You taking potions. Yep, no damage. Cheating ass video game. So if you decide to play this on the hardest difficulty because you want the trophies or achievements, or I think this only came to PlayStation, so I think you're only getting trophies. This is one great way in the earlier parts of the game where you're not really all that strong, and the game's purposefully handicapping you to a degree to make you feel, you know, your level of weakness or whatever. Getting to these high grounds where people can't climb up to reach you, they're just going to run around like idiots. And you can murder them. It's a nice little trick to give you a tactical advantage in the game when you're clearly weaker than everything they're throwing you up against. Just find you a nice little chunk of high ground like this, and you can fire away, baby. Oh, pussy. Alright, Tag's got his work done, y'all. Rion Mole says, see, my thing is, why can't you, like, set that whole area on fire? Yeah, I can later in the game when I'm leveled up enough. I could definitely do that. It's just I'm not strong enough to do it yet. Rion says, LOL, cheating ass video game. You're the one standing on a rock not getting your ass beat. Well, that's not cheating. That's just fighting like a smart person. Having a character teleport from one side of the screen to another place so that they can hit me, that's cheating. I'm just fighting smartly. And most video games don't allow you to fight smartly. Because, I don't know why. I guess players like fighting dumb. Alright. You got a whole family of them over here, huh? What's up, homies? Ah, damn it, I knew he was going to connect on that one. Kicking ass all night. Those dumbass orcs can't climb a rock? Apparently not. Apparently not, brother. I think this is Air Hag, right? And this the guy I came to meet. Booyah!
What do you want? This is Orc's land. Here, Shurok lives.
Shurok about to get his ass whooped, talking like that.
I'll go away again soon. I'm just looking for a book.
A book?
A book?
Oh, that's a nice thing. Good for dirty deals. Pleasant.
Dirty deals? What kind of dirty deals?
There are clean deals and dirty deals.
Your mama's a dirty deal.
Good for dirty
I should know.
Deals. Pretty smooth.
Clean, dirty, either way is fine, isn't it? Give me the book, or you'll learn about a red deal.
No, Shurok wants book.
Then Shurok will get his ass kicked.
Oh, am I fighting? Yeah! Oh, Shurok, bitches! Oh, Shurok, all I needed was to whoop your dumb ass. Oh, what did you think about? I was reaching for my phone when Shurok attacked. Shurok gonna get his. I told you gonna get your ass whooped, didn't I?
Why all the fuss then? Oh, my God, it stakes to high heaven.
Yeah, level up. I don't know why, but we leveled up. And then, to those of you who are just tuning in like Rion Mole, if you didn't hear, our Forklift Champion t-shirts are now up in the swag store. But, as I said, that shirt is a misprint that I'm going to leave up so that anybody who wants to get a misprinted shirt as a collector's item can do it. And then, I will upload probably sometime this weekend. I'll get the proper Forklift Champion shirts uploaded and ready to go. So, hallelujah, the Forklift Champion has arrived. Ooh, 32 new arrows. Dang, 10 armor, 8 health, 8 stamina, or 8 mana, 3 stamina regeneration, 3 melee power. Ooh, is that better than what I have on? Can I compare it, please? It won't let me compare from here, it looks like. Okay. And then I think I'm actually going to engage with the alchemy part of this game, because I imagine... I usually avoid alchemy because I just don't like tedious shit. Like, I never put model cars and shit together that would make me want to punch people in the face. Like, I just don't get into that aspect of the game. But I think for this playthrough, I'm going to do it. Because I imagine some of these potions I could learn, like the alchemical recipe for Elixir of Dark Tears. That sounds like something I should probably use on the final boss fight. And I just usually ignore it because it's tedious. But if I can take a potion that makes me turn into a freaking wombat of electricity or whatever, I'll do it. I just wish games had a way to make that a little bit more automatic. Like Terry was talking about button complexity last night. I don't like just complexity when it's unnecessary. Like, dude, I don't want to study the damn alchemy system. Like, dude, I don't need to do real life shit in my games. Just tell me I learned to make the potion that turns me into a thing, and then I make the potion, and then at the time where becoming the thing is appropriate, just turn me into the fucking dragon or whatever, and let's kick ass. Like, because you have this in your inventory, would you like to turn into a dragon now? Because you'll kick ass. Yeah, let's turn into a dragon, baby. Let's kick ass. Let's do all of the ass kicking we need. Let's see, Tag says, all right, y'all, time to drive home. Have a great evening, people. Catch y'all next time. Thanks for the insight tonight, B. Always love the gems of wisdom you pass my... Hey, man, I'm happy to pass them. If they are indeed gems of wisdom, I hope they serve you well. Go kick ass, man. Enjoy your night. Much love. Merry Christmas. If we don't see you back here, for those of you just tuning in, we did announce tonight that there will be a late night Christmas stream on Christmas night. I don't know if it'll be poorly attended or it has the potential probably to be one of our most attended shows, depending on kind of what people are getting into for Christmas and whatnot. So we're going to do it. We'll see how many people show up. And I've got a surprise game that we're going to be streaming for the Christmas stream. Just know you're going to love it. That's what's going to happen. You're going to be in love with the game. Yep. Actually, home one's gold digger. Let's get 2 for 1. Haha, 2 for 1, ho. Ah, come on. Making this take longer than it needs to. Alright, light them up. Angel says, see you, Tag. Have a great Christmas Eve and day. Hadouken! I thought that would kill him. Damn. That didn't even drop him. Dirk McGurk. Also, I need to keep an eye. How are we doing on time, gangs? Everybody sleep yet? If everybody sleep, we can be done. If you're still up and partying, we'll hang. I see the orc. I just know there's other stuff over here probably that needs to be killed. So that's while we're here, let's go ahead and kill it. And that's another thing I really enjoy about this game is like, whee! Shit, I didn't save after all that killing. Come on, B. Gotta be smarter than that. I'm stuck in that animation. Come on, man. Healed up, baby. Ryan says, I'm just getting started. Nice. You got a long night ahead of you tonight? And does that mean I have a long night ahead of me too? This game has to have aim assist. I'm doing too well for there not to be an aim assist. Like, I know I'm not that good. There's got to be aim assist turned on in this game. And I'm glad it is. Like, hallelujah to Jesus. Thank you. I'm not struggling as hard as I probably should be. Recovering from a visit with my dad. Okay. All right, well, we can talk about it. Was it colored differently than last night's visit, I imagine, based on what you're saying and the tone I'm inferring from the words you've chosen? Actually, this wolf can probably hit me. Woo! That was close. I was about to get jacked. Pulled it out in the last second. Not bad. Just Christmas shit. Cheerful. Tearful. Yeah. I totally get it, man. First Christmas is always tough, man. You know, it's interesting now that you made me think of it. The year my dad passed away, we spent Christmas at the hospital with him, now that I'm thinking about it. It's crazy. Because he had, like, the stroke that eventually, the final stroke that eventually led to him passing away, happened a couple of nights before Christmas, and then Christmas Day we were actually at the hospital with him, hanging out, brought a tree for him and everything. It's like you just saying that just made me remember, like, oh yeah, the first Christmas is always the hardest. But our first Christmas he was still alive. He just was not in a good place. And then I'm trying to remember the Christmas after that, because we would have buried him in October. Yeah. Yeah. But you will get through it, my man. Tough times don't last, tough people do, and you are definitely tough people. Damn, I'm stuck. Come on, man, move! It's like, I'm not losing this game because of a glitch where I can't jump off a rock. That is not getting rid of her. Yeah, last year was kind of flat. Yeah, I get it, man. Totally. Well, so in your house, because I know you're all mixed up, do you guys do like Hanukkah and Christmas? Do you do just Christmas? How do you guys break it all down? Yo, is my mom playing Donna Summer? Old school. This is the part of Christmas that's cool. Is just people being together, enjoying themselves. Oh, God. How much murder did you want to commit after having that conversation? Oh, God. Just the fact that you got through the day and you've murdered nobody, at least I haven't checked the news. If you've murdered nobody today, I'm proud of you. I couldn't do that, man. Like, because you're going through exactly what I know. I'm glad we have administrators in our family that can take care of my dad. I couldn't do it. Because, like, my mom, I remember going to see my mom. I think dad had been passed maybe a couple of weeks. And we were, trying to do paperwork. Like, the amount of work you have to do when somebody passes away is ridiculous. Because of this bureaucratic horse shit we live in. But my mom looked me dead in the eye. And just said, dude, I wish I had died first. This is a fucking nightmare for someone we love and would die for. But this shit is torture. And I'm like, yeah, Ma. I just hugged her. So I was like, I got nothing for you because I can see the pain on your face and I get it. Like, if I was the one doing that paperwork right now, I would have had a fucking PTSD rage fest episode tantrum. That's why I avoid shit like that because I know my limitations. I could be good at some things, but managing emotions while people are being fucking coward retards is not something I'm great at. So it's like, I just need to avoid this. Like, we're sorry, sir. We can't process that because we have this overly bureaucratic system that was made by, one of our senior executives who probably isn't all that bright. And we're adhering to the letter of the law because we can't think critically enough to find a fucking solution to this problem that actually helps the customer. Like, I cannot deal with that human. Like, why are you employed? Well, you're employed because we have a consumer-based economy that needs you to spend money. Any other society, your ass would have been thrown out to the fucking saber-toothed tigers. It's like Bill Burr said, we're the only society that saves the weak. That person is the weak. Get them out of here. Ugh. The fact that you killed nobody today, dude, I'm proud of you. The guy there was actually really nice. Well, that's good. At least you dealt with somebody that was pleasant. Okay. Well, that's better. I'm reacting to my own personal experiences and then assuming that you're having a negative time like I did, but you didn't. So that's good. I might still be working through some shit. Oh, man. We do the menorah thing and then Christmas. Gramps was the Jude. Gotcha. Cool, man. He kept it real. Okay, so you had a person that was pleasant. Yeah, like the one time I worked with somebody in the government for something when they were like actually had their shit together, were super pleasant. I think I prayed for them after I got off the call. I was like, Lord, that person needs a mansion and a Ferrari. Bless them, because they're a whole other human compared to the ones I keep experiencing. Dad was just hitting me with dumb stuff like, why was I using what's now my business account to pay the office electric bill without letting him know? Oh yeah, Brian Chambers. They're all working from home now, and the ones who answer the phone are very genius. That's true. The ones who actually do their job have been pretty cool, sounds like. Yeah, I actually had a person in I had to work with the U.S. Marshal's office. I hate to dog them out like this, but it happened. Because when you run, commercial real estate in D.C. and you have to evict somebody, the U.S. Marshals have to do it. Don't ask. And I remember the first time I called to get everything set up because I had a tenant who wasn't paying their bills. After about a year of trying to work with them and square them away, help them build I tried to help them with their business like fucking consultant. Like, you owe me money. What the fuck am I down here helping y'all? But I tried. I did try to help them. It just, their business just wasn't going to work. But, yeah, like when the first time I called the marshal's office, the person told me, you're going to have to call back because I'm on my lunch break. And that's when I knew there's just something special about government employees, bro. Like, if I ever had an employee that said some shit like that to a customer, the firing session, I would call their family in. Like, call all of your family and bring them in, because I need them to know that if they ever behave like you, they're never going to be employed ever, anywhere, where people actually have to be good at what they do. Now, the marshals I dealt with were all squared away and cool. Their administrative staff, or the person I dealt with that day, was very not cool or pleasant. And I have to call back because we're on our lunch break. Okay. You clearly come from a different planet than I do. Crazy person. The fact that you can even say something like that to a customer and still be employed shows me that the America that I thought I lived in clearly doesn't exist. That person still has a job. And these ones that shoot the fucking poison are annoying as shit. Bullshit. Damn, how much damn poison you got in there, ho? Oof. Alright, so I'm clearing the field so I don't have to do it later. If anybody wonders, why is he not doing the quest? Because at some point I'm going to run through this field and be annoyed that I'm being chased by bugs, and if I just kill all of them now, they won't come back. Kaz is in the house. What's up, homie? They need a Ferrari so they can sell it to pay the taxes. Hey, you got the domain after telling the extortion fucking website domain registrar industry. They're extortionists. Let's just call them what they are. You told them to piss up a rope for $5,000. Yeah, good for you. Good. Good shit, man. Very well done. And then Ryan launched into a conversation about citronella. I think that's where the schizophrenia kicked in. You all right, man? Why are you talking about citronella? Ah, that's the woods. Yes, I know what's going on here. We're not actually at this part of the game yet. But I am going to go in there and set it off. I think the first people we fight are a gaggle of wolves. Game loves their wolves, y'all. You got any of those tortilla chips? Yeah? Bring them. Oh no, it's the lurkers. What up, lurks? Where the fucking goblins come from? Alright, let's actually funnel. Let's funnel cake these hoes, man. Come on. Come on, hoes. Funnel cake time. This is the funnel, and killing y'all is my cake. Oh, shit. Too much cake here, ho. There ain't nothing but an ass whipping in this place. Holy shit, how'd you get behind me? Cheating ass game. That's what I mean by cheating. He was clearly in front of me and then he just teleported behind me and killed me. That's like, if the game let me do that, it's fair. But it doesn't, so it's not. Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought there were more, you hoes. Hiding and shizzle. So I was totally wrong about the first enemies we face here. And let's get to it. Funnel cake time, baby. Let's go get some funnel cake. And we got a fire and an ice guy. Come get some. See, another thing, when you line them up like this and they start throwing their projectiles, they just hit themselves with it. They don't, you notice I'm not taking any damage. It's because they're all hitting each other. They're missing me and shooting the shit out of each other because they're dumb. So the more you can keep guys in your line of fire, like, if you could put somebody between you and the thing you're fighting, if it's a projectile monster, you're good. Good. Now we divided and conquered quite a bit more than the last fight, so that should make that way more doable. Let's see. Let's kill these lurkers, and then we'll get back on task to the quest. Let's see. Hardest says, should I write a script to follow for my instructional videos, or an outline to follow might just be okay? The answer to the question has to be answered by you. Which one do you do better with is the answer to your question. So practice doing it with a script, practice doing it with an outline, and then have a control to the experiment. Practice doing it with neither. And then watch all three videos, record them as separate videos, and then see which one you feel like you like watching better. Like which one makes you cringe the least is telling you which one you're better at. Okay, funnel cake, bitches. Get some. Wrong way, whore! Get out of the water. They're gonna come down here and kick all the ass. You know that. So I get killed by a glitch in the game. And I think all that progress I just made just got ass boned. Fuck. Gotcha, bitch. There's 2 more saved before we go back up the hill. And heal before we go back up the hill, too. Uh-oh. One of the bots got past the mods. Let's get it. Let's get it. I usually don't get to beat the mods. I get to have fun doing it now. Lisa says, okay, thank you. Alright, the world officially broke you today. I'm home resting. Oh, man, come on. They can't break Alyssa. I don't believe it. I did it again. Dagnabbit. Come on, where's that ring I found where it had like 17 different abilities attached to it? I think this was it. Yeah, so 10 armor, 10 to 6, got it. 8 to 15, so I'm going to drop that. And then 8 to 0, so that gives me a plus there. 3 to 8, so I drop that. Oh, no, that's regen. That's regen. That's regen. My bad. 3 to melee, over 2. 3 to ranged, over nothing. And then 2 health regen. So it's slightly better. But I'm going to lose. So my defense gets stronger, but the health drops. Alright, we'll rock with it. Alyssa says, I shared how stressed I've been and ended up waking with vertigo this morning. It's rare, but happens when my stress is absurdly high. I had to call in sick. I can dig it. It sucks not feeling safe in your home. Yeah, dude. Totally. It does suck. Well, come in here and get a hug. How about that? Virtual hugs for Alyssa, everybody. All that time in my dang mana hadn't regened already. Or I guess it doesn't regen when you're in the pause menu. That'd be cheating. I guess. I don't know how. I mean, I guess in a boss fight that'd be cheating, but out here in the woods, why does it matter? Yeah, that hoe. I know your little buddies down here too, because there were 4 y'all. Don't think you fooling nobody hiding down there, ho. I see your ass. Yeah, I'll tell you, speaking to a camera, depending on who you are, for me, speaking to a camera is way harder than speaking in front of a crowd. Because in a camera, I have nothing to vibe off of. I'm just talking and hoping somebody on the other end might listen at another asynchronous time. So being on camera for me is always awkward. But speaking in front of people, to me, is easy. But you have to figure out what works best for you. You know, and if you feel like doing outlines versus, you know, word for word verbatim scripts works better for you, then definitely rock with an outline. But then there's people who can write scripts, and like comedians write, basically, essentially write scripts and then practice them 1,000 times, and then they've got it memorized. And then they can improv around, you know, the things they have memorized, but they rehearse so much that they literally have the whole, every move down to, you know, seconds, basically. All right, let's go through this quest. Kept you trapped in your car. What the fuck? What the fuck is he under a... Let me make sure I don't ask that shit publicly. You know what? I'm not gonna give any advice here, because anything I give advice wise is gonna be over the top and not helpful to you. So I'm just gonna shut up, because what I'm thinking is probably not helpful. It would make you happy for like 18 seconds, but in the end, it'll cause more problems. Why am I not? Oh, shit! Shit! That scared the shit out of me. I was like, why can't I save the game? Oh, this giant ass claw on your face. That's why you can't save the game, ho. Holy shit, that scared me. I thought I killed everybody already, man. Damn. Woo! Fuck, that thing just came like, I was like, fuck! No! Be scaring brothers like that. What's wrong with y'all? And how did y'all get back here? I thought I killed all of them. Here, come get some. Oh, he's pissed. Look at him running. Told you they fast as hell, too. Where are you going? Anybody else wants some of this ass whooping that you need in your ass? Yep, you do. You need one in your ass. Good old ass whooping in your ass. Yep, my bows are definitely stronger now. And now may I do my quest. Watch the quest be, hey, we need you to kill all the bugs in the field. I'd be like, oh, I did that. You good? Bet. Hit with wrench, repeat. Yeah, good point, Gaz. Good call out. Oh, man, where do these psychopath people come from? Like, and I'm familiar with my own psychosis and crazy. And I never get shocked. Like, oh, there's people crazier than me? There's worse people than me? Shit. I thought I was pretty bad. These motherfuckers shocking me every day. Yeah, Alyssa. That's 2 people today who I'm like, well, if you made it through today without murdering anybody, I call that a W. Sometimes that's all you got.
Nobody gets inside. Gate closed.
Open the gate. I need to speak with Erhag.
Gate stays closed. Hog inside, you outside. I'm in the middle.
Any idea why I shouldn't hit you in the face?
No, but gate stays closed.
Oh, snap. Did Miko try to call me? I've talked to her since then, so... How did I miss it?
Then I'll open the gate myself.
Gate closed from inside. Footman Derek, open when I say so.
How can I make Derek open the gate?
Be nice to Ogbosh. Bring Scaboose from Maylog.
I knew it was going to be an errand running.
Scaboose? Maylog? I don't...
Ogbosh say slow.
I'll bring you the booze from Maylog and you'll tell Derek to...
You smart.
Oh, blood my ass. Where's Maylog?
Fled. Hiding. South. Look. Behind river. South where north isn't.
South where north isn't. I do understand.
I'll get your Scaboose.
Your mama's a Scaboose. Oh, it's daytime. I can get back in costume. Whoop. Oh, well, I could have got back in costume if these stupid ass fucking glasses didn't require constant shit done to them, because fuck you and your show. We don't care. Clean your glasses. Because fuck you, we made it out of glass, so everything smudges it. Even the air causes smudges, because apparently smudges live in the air. Now, if that doesn't work, I clearly don't know anything about cleaning stuff. Well, it kind of worked. Yeah, it's better. Don't understand how you glasses wearers do it, man. I don't get it. Maybe I'm not supposed to get it. I cannot function today. Between these shitty glasses and stuff falling off my lap. Because fuck you. Oh. Like, I can see you. I have wiped you multiple fucking times. What do you want from me? Like, get your ass out of here. This part right here. How is that not being wiped away? Oh, not only did it not wipe away, that created an even bigger smudge from a smaller smudge. Spread out into a bigger one. Because that's how fucking glass works. And the geniuses that made eyewear decided, let's make it out of the thing that smudges all the fucking time. Yeah, it's a great idea, king. You should be king of the land. Yeah, let's make him king. And then you read about Saul. He fucked up the rest of Israel for the rest of the time he was in there. He's the guy that invented glasses. I don't think we should trust him. Getting Maylog off in the woods? Yes, he is. Lisa says, warm water and Dawn soap. But yeah, I've done that 6 times today, Lisa. Fuck glasses. But thank you for the tip. I hate them. Seriously, if I had to wear glasses for real, I think I'd just deal with shittier eyesight. Man, I'm not putting that shit on my... I do it for the show because it's hilarious, but if I actually had to wear this shit, nope, I don't think it's gonna happen. I thought about putting Rain-X on it, but that wouldn't solve the problem, right? The problem isn't liquids. The problem is smudges just exist in nature and land on fucking glasses. But believe me, I thought about putting Rain-X on these bitches. Sure did. You don't have to wear them. I do have to wear them, damn it. The show depends on it. You have no idea how important these glasses are to the show. For you to even say that, sounds like you're trying to sabotage us, Lisa. Who sent you? Who have you been compromised by? Thought you were on our team. Yeah, Ryan, until I accidentally touch it, trying to adjust it, and then the smudge this little smudge that I put right here from my fingerprint turns into goddamn blindness 6 minutes later. Rain-X ain't stopping that shit. Fuck glasses. Don't worry, I already have a plan to fix the situation. We're going to get different style of glasses that don't have this problem. So that I can look cool and hilarious on the show and still be able to fucking see. I'm serious. If I ever start losing if I need the doctor, hey man, you need glasses? No, I'm cool. I don't just take my license. I hate driving anyway because people on the road are fucking dumb. I'm cool. Like I had a guy tonight I wanted to get out of the car and choke the shit out of because I found out, I guess I never really believed in pet peeves, because it's silly, but I guess I do have them. Like, tailgating me in traffic makes me want you to be dead. I have never wished death on people more fervently than when they drive behind my car like they want to be in my back seat, because I'm going 26 into 25 and they want to go 27. It's like unless Halle Berry, unless you're going to a booty call with Halle Berry, get the fuck off my bumper. Like, I've just considered, what's the laws concerning slamming on brakes and just letting somebody come into your backseat? Thought about getting like a shitty car, like a Pinto, and just driving around. Oh, that's the Pinto. Stay away from that guy. That's the dude that slams on brakes if you tailgate him. And he's shanked a bunch of people. Like a vigilante of road justice out there in a Pinto. Alyssa says, at Bryant, me too. I slow down to make them go around. If they don't, I hit my brake and then slam the turbo. A Pinto. God, you know if I hit, if they get hit, they can blow up. Yeah, that's the point. That would make a great story. Like, if that's how I went out, like, they'd be cheering. I'd have a statue at the DMV. But he's the guy. Brian did it. He turned the tide of fucking selfish, goddamn narcissistic, retard tailgaters. They all need to be killed. All of them. Every fucking one of you that tailgate people in traffic need to be shot in the anus on national television. Is there such thing as national television anymore? I guess that's just YouTube now. Or that's international television. Leave it to be to drive an IED. Damn right. Slam the brakes, problem solved. It was probably Hallie in the Pinto. My man in here doing a drum solo like no other. Play it, bro. Play that shit.
Are you an orc shaman? Do you brew scarboos?
2 questions and 2 answers. Yes and yes. What do you want from me?
Obviously, I want some scarboos, homie.
Listen, I need some scarboos.
Scaboos? Why do humans want that?
Gilthor, the Castellan of Silver Lake Castle, sends me. I'm to negotiate with Erhag about releasing Lord Gawain. Ogbosh won't let me into the orc camp unless I give him some scarboos.
We orcs have a saying. You eat my lice, and I eat yours.
Hmm?
You want to get into the orc camp. Ogbosh wants scaboos. You want scaboos, and I want Erig.
Erig?
Yes, the chieftain's son. He's disappeared, and I'm worried. Fetch him here, and I'll fix the scaboos for you.
Any idea where I should be looking for Erig?
I think he's been hiding from me. Why? I do not know. But I noticed smoke west of here.
Well then, I'll see if I can find Erig.
The fetch quest becomes more complex. The designers obviously couldn't think of anything else but making you do the connect the dots fetch quest-a-thon for this part of the game. Ooh, is Wolf Ripper stronger than what I have? Oh, let's find out. So I'm currently rocking with the war bow. Ooh, yes, sir! So yeah, the music is just completely...
there you are. I'd hoped that you come.
The music just completely balled out of the game. We're not getting any more music tonight. That's a wrap. So until I reset the game, we'll have no soundtrack. So if you want a critique of the game, there you go. The soundtrack doesn't sync up with the game very well. And it can just cut out, and then you have to reset the game to get it to come back on. Or at least I imagine I have to reset the game to get it to come back on. I'm not sure that that's either the solution or that...
Hello, my friend. What brings you to the wilds?
Friend?
All people are
I see. I'm
waiting.
For what?
The road to Tushu. Well...
You want to get to Tushu?
Yes, I live not far from Tushu, in the marshland. Yet the rockfall blocked the passage, and well, now I'm stuck here.
Can you tell me something about Tushu?
Tushu is a holy tree. It's dedicated to all three gods. Mages of all sorts live there.
Must be a bloody large tree then. Are you a mage too?
No, Tushu is surrounded by Blackwater, and Blackwater is surrounded by a swamp. I live in the swamp.
You live in the swamp?
Not far from the swampweed fields, my friend.
Blackwater? What's that?
A settlement. Even mages need to eat, which is why Tushu has attracted hunters, collectors, and traders of all sorts. So, over time, Blackwater was established.
If we want to stay away from 3-shoe.
Quite gloomy. Was it the mages who came up with the name?
No, the inhabitants had a vote on that. In the marshland, people are still free.
What's so special about swampweed?
It's medicine, my friend. Medicine good for the nerves.
Maylog is a shaman, isn't he?
That's right, my friend. He used to be a
What do you know?
Not much, except he's trying to turn a peaceful tribe into a bloodthirsty horde.
Why?
The Bone Crusher tribe dwells there. But who knows? The orcs in the swampland may be too savage even for Urhag.
Why are you here with an orc?
Mellog is my friend. He shares his shelter, and I share my swamp weed.
Oh, the good old swamp weed. Gotta have some
Waiting
good
for
swamp
something
weed on hand,
mysterious?
boy.
What's this mystery?
A mysterious mystery, my friend.
Right, I think I got it. Bone Crusher tribe. What kind of orcs are they?
Wild cannibals dwelling in the southern part of the marshland. But don't worry, my friend. It's quite far away from here.
Interesting. It's quite far from here. Alright, friends. I think this is as good a place as any for us to pause for the cause, adjourn for the night, and then come back bigger, badder, and stronger tomorrow. So, confirm a couple things with you guys. I did not get the PlayStation 5 today for a couple of reasons. One, I didn't want to spend $800 for a PlayStation 5. I can't remember what all came with it. Obviously, $800 was... It came with 3 games. Trying to remember what the games were. It was Ratchet and Clank was one of them. And then Ratchet and Clank, I remember being the only game out of the bundle they give you that I gave a crap about. The other games, I was kind of like, I don't care about that. And I just wasn't going to go stand in line. So, there you have it. Speaking of which, I should actually check my phone to see if my buddy that works there texted me. It'd be like, hey, come, we got extra. He said Peter Dinklage if he wasn't short and had Ewan McGregor's voice. That's a good point. That's a great point, man. So here we are. It's Arcania Gothic 4, or Arcania the Complete Tale for the Gothic nerds that'll get angry if you call this Gothic when it's technically not, even though I think the developers behind this game did some things better than Piranha Bytes. Better is the wrong word. They took style. They made style choices that I wish Piranha Bytes would put into their games. Like training in this game, for example. Like if I want to learn a new skill, check this out. That's all I have to do. And then as long as I have skill points, I can learn anything that I like. Anything. In all of the Piranha Bytes games, you have to find not only a trainer who will train you in this skill, that will train you. It has to be the right trainer for the right skills. You have to memorize where all of the damn trainers are and which person trains you in what. And you have to spend money in the game. Now, I'll remind you, money, if it'll even show it to me on screen. Yeah, right there in the top middle of your screen. I have 1,900 clams, G. Ain't nobody out here running around in Ferraris. So the game not only makes it extremely tedious to level up, and I've heard nerds who are fans of the series tell me I'm wrong. Like, that's how it would be in real life. You would go to a trainer. So we're playing these games. Are you a sword-wielding arrow shooting mage in your real life? Oh, you're not. So you're playing this not for real life. Right? They tell me I'm all wrong. But, like, that's the type of shit. It's just tedious and time-wasting for somebody that's got other shit. Like, I got other shit I'm getting ready to go do right now. Time to sit here. So it doesn't make you do that or spend money to level up. I can literally just go to the level up screen and level up whatever the hell I want as long as I have the points. Thank you. Anyway. So, yeah, as much as this is not a Gothic game, I still think it does some things better than Gothic. Reminder, the new gear is in. The Believe in Steve shirts are up, but more importantly at the swag.brianchambers.com store, the swag store. The new Forklift Champion shirts are apparently up, but just remember, just a reminder, the Forklift Champion shirts that are on the website are a misprint. I am going to fix that print hopefully within the next 24 hours and have the proper shirts up. So if you want to buy a collector's item, a shirt that's printed wrong, that's going to have a limited number of copies. I have 2 copies of the shirt myself. There's your chance to go and do that. But if you're not a collector like me, you probably don't care about any of that, and you can just wait until we print the right shirts. If you even care about having a Forklift Champion t-shirt, which I don't know why any self-respecting non-terrorist American wouldn't want a shirt that says Forklift Champion on it. But hey, man, stranger things have happened. There are some people in the world who don't like Forklift Champion t-shirts who are also not terrorists. There's not very many of them, but they exist, and maybe a couple of them are on the show. So with that in mind, let's take some last comments. Remind everybody about our book Wisdom Challenge that's going on. If you're 21 and older and you like what we're up to here, definitely hang out with us over on our Discord server. We don't just do video games over there. Obviously, the point of the show is not video games. It's to bring people together and build them up, encourage your soul, so you can get back out there and keep kicking ass. We do a lot more of that on the Discord server, directly helping people with challenges that they face in their life, careers, and businesses. If you'd like a place where a community is going to have your back, and you feel like you're kind of a misfit in the way the world works, then our Discord server is the right place for you. I'll remind you also of our book of the week. Let's get to the right page here, if I may. Our book of the week is The Art of War, and you can see right there, bottom left-hand corner of your screen. You can get on my book list where every week, starting in the new year, I'll be recommending a new book for you every week for the year. So you're going to get 52 book recommendations that I promise you, if you read those books, you will see your health, your wealth, right? All of those things will start to increase. Your relationships will get better. Your health will get better. Your wealth situation, your career, your business will get better. Period. Now, here's the catch. You have to not only read the books, you have to apply the principles that are in them. And I start with The Art of War right now because the principle that I use in this book that I've taught for years, thus it is said that one who knows the enemy and knows himself, herself, or theirselves will not be endangered in 100 engagements. So if you know yourself and you have an intimate understanding of the problems you face and why they are the way they are, you cannot lose at anything. Period. And that's why I love this book so much. There's plenty of other great principles in this book, but that one principle I think is the foundation of all success. Is that simple understanding is how you get successful. Bill Belichick calls it understanding situations, right? Situations and choices. So if I know the situation, it's 3rd and goal, right? We're on the 3-yard line trying to score a touchdown. What does that situation tell me? It tells me there's a good chance this team is getting ready to throw everything and the kitchen sink at me. So whatever play I call better be one that happens quickly and away from where they're bringing the pressure. Right? If you know that and you know, hey, I am not a very mobile quarterback, Tom Brady, then you know you've got a 1 to 3 step drop and the ball's got to be out of your hands or you're going to be getting hit in the face. If you know that you are that guy and the situation is that situation, you can't lose. Now, you can lose in the execution, but you can't lose conceptually. Especially if you get another chance, you just get back up and you keep working until you get better at the execution, then you really can't lose. And that's why I love this book so much. Anyway, so you definitely want to get on the book list if you haven't already. Text the word books to 833-576-2460. Standard text messaging rates always apply for those of you that have them. And yeah, let's take some last comments and get up out of here. And welcome Broken Super to the party, man. Good to see you, my friend. Merry Christmas. Rion says, hey, fork your lift. Okay. Consider my lift Forked. Alyssa says, Merry Christmas, B. Hope it's a great holiday for your family. So far, so good. We're having a great time. Thank you. And we will. We'll have a great Christmas. I pray all of you have a fantastic Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, hey, have a fantastic whatever it is you're up to. Hardis says, good night, everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Blessed Kwanzaa, and all those holiday blessings to all. Same to all of ye. I love you much. We are stronger than I. We will be back tomorrow. But more importantly, just last reminder, we will be doing a Christmas stream. The time is to be determined, but I can guarantee you it will be after the dinner hour. I don't plan to do a daytime stream because I want you guys to enjoy your families. I don't think you need to hear anything from me at that point. And I'll have a bunch of young guys screaming in my face. I also am trying to get my kids, with COVID and all the things we've had going on, it's hard to get my kids to go see their grandma and stuff, but we're trying to figure that out. I'm guessing somewhere around 10 p.m. Christmas night is when we'll kick off. And I've got a special game that I have not announced yet that we'll be doing on the stream that I'm really excited about. It's nothing you've ever heard of. It's not one of my favorite games from childhood. Everyone's trying to guess, oh, it's going to be Two Worlds. It's not any of these great, this is one of Brian's holy grail games things. It's just a really cool, hilarious experience that I think will be fun to do on stream. And I've been waiting for an opportunity to do it. Christmas sounds like the time to have some absurd humor baked into the stuff we do. So yeah, if you're on the book list, you're already on the Discord server, then you're in good shape. I love you guys. We are stronger than I, and we'll be back at it mañana. Peace.